everyone. Welcome to class. Welcome to your practice. There you go. Let me just set this up a little bit farther so you can see me better. There you go. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to class. I'm Maureen. I'll be here to guide you through practice for today. If you have been here for every week that I'm teaching, welcome back. If this is your first time to be here with me, welcome. So my name is Maureen. I'll be here to guide you through your practice. I have two blocks here with me. Um, you can go and find your own props for today if you have blocks like this. If you have yoga straps, yoga bolsters, anything that you think that you'll be needing for today's practice, feel free to just grab them and put them on the side. Now's the time for you to grab them so that you can use them later. If you don't have any of these ones, that's okay. You can find thick books, maybe pillows, maybe long towels if you don't have the straps. So something that won't chafe your skin, anything that can really support you here, because our practice for today is really about releasing or relieving any pain unnaturally. That means we're going to go and do some poses that can allow you to relieve any kind of pain in our body parts that we usually feel pain. Yeah. So with the props that you're going to use for today, this will allow you to either regress or progress in some of the poses that we'll be doing. So feel free to grab them right now. So if you have been doing any kind of a yoga class before this one, maybe you have been doing the poses that we are gonna do for today, and that's good. You can stay there for like 4 to 5 to 8 cycles of the breath, more than what we're gonna do for today. So if you feel like you need to do this whenever you feel that you're feeling something painful, you can go back to this video and try it again. Or if you're going to try this again without the live, you can go and pause at some of the asanas that we're going to do and stay there longer if you want. Yeah? So without further ado, let's go and start your practice, starting off with your breathwork and your meditation. So also, if you feel like you won't be able to sit for so long on the mat like this one, you can go and find yourself seated on the chair first in your meditation. So I'm here in my Sukhasana, or my easy sitting pose, left or right foot in front, up to you. We're going to make this as effortless as you can. Feel free to open the thighs and the glutes out wide so you can sit on the sit bones rather than the flesh on the bum. So in your Sukhasana, in your easy sitting pose or your usual Indian sit, it looks like this. If you want a little bit more support on your knees, you're gonna lift the knees, tuck the feet towards the knees here, flex the feet so you can support your knees good, and then ground it down. If this is not an option at all, your blocks or your pillows are there to just slowly support them on the side like this one. Yeah? So that's one regression, as I say, or really just a support if you feel like this is not okay. Also, you can find a block or a pillow, grab your pillows and blocks, place them here on your bum to lift yourself a little bit higher like that. Yeah? So one or two, if it's wide down there, you can go and take two or maybe even more. Yes? So really up to you. Whenever you're ready, so find your perfect spot, your sweet spot. May it be on the yoga mat or somewhere that you feel like you can sit down without being um, bothered by anyone else. If it's somehow noisy, that's fine. You can plug into your earphones, your earbuds, and just listen to my voice as I guide you through your practice for today. You can look at the one point in front of you, something that is not moving, maybe with a color. Find your gaze right there, or maybe soften the eyelids, gaze towards the top of your mat. Feel free to close the eyes if you feel safe to. So wherever you're practicing, if you find yourself some space for stillness, feel free to sit like this. Or if you are moving right now, I'm also a big fan or a big believer of movement meditation. So if you're doing something, feel free to do that. Maybe um, driving your car or making some tea. Just listen to my voice and just notice how you can breathe more intentionally. So inhales and exhales first with your natural breath. Notice how you breathe. Visualize how the air seeps in and comes out as you take your inhales and your exhales. Maybe through the nose and through the mouth, or maybe just through the nose. Allow the mouth to still shut so you can really feel how the air softly trickles down towards the throat. taps the bottoms of your lungs, expanding your lungs, your ribs on the sides. And then as you exhale, notice how it slowly folds in as the air passes through your throat again. So where's the mouth or towards the nose? So breathe in and breathe out. Just be one with the body right now. Notice any tension in the body. Notice if there are any sensations that is wanting to be felt. Maybe there's tension on your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms. Give yourself permission to ride with the breath as you release them one by one. See if there's anything on your hips, your legs, your knees, your feet. And again, ride with the breath as you release them slowly. And with your breath for today, notice if you can find something in your mind's eye, something that feels subtle or something that is strong in your heart, in your head, something that you want to address. As you are invited in stillness in the mind, see what comes up. Notice what needs to be acknowledged. And breathing in and breathing out, give yourself permission to find some sacred space to practice today. A space that you can soften, a space where you can take care of yourself, knowing that you don't need to heal anything right now or you don't have to tend to anything right now. As most of us here are, let's say, caregivers in our lives, that we tend to other people first, that we sometimes put ourselves at the bottom of our priority list or maybe not even there. So in this practice today, for a few moments of your time, give yourself permission to just take care of yourself. Prioritize what's inside the mat and put down or put aside the things that you're tending to on the daily. Soften the face, relax the shoulders. Just do this for yourself and just breathe. Anything will happen at their own time. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale out the mouth, let it go. Very nice. Once you're ready, begin to bring awareness to the eyes. If your eyes were closed, gently flutter them open. One big inhale through the nose. One big exhale out the mouth, let it go. Very nice. Take a seat for a moment. If you went on your savasana or if you're seated on a chair, now we're gonna go and try to allow you to sit back on the mat or on the floor. So again, give yourself permission to get some space, the space where you won't be able to be bothered for the rest of the few minutes that we have. So let's go and start your practice on some seated poses. All right, so sitting on your savasana or your sukhasana again with your blocks on the side or on your bum. That's fine. We're gonna do some side stretches. So on your next inhale, let's extend our hands up and overhead. And then exhale, take your hands up, prayer, land it to the heart. Bow down as if gazing into your own heart. Namaste. Let's go and start. Hands reach up high, lengthen the side bodies, but we're not touching the booty or taking your ribs out. It's just really in and it's a straight spine. On your exhale, one hand grounds down. This is my right. You can go and try your left if you want. A left hand zips towards the opposite side for a seated side stretch. Bend onto the knee or the elbow if you feel like you need more. Lengthen on the side body. Open on the left side ribs, left side lung. Soften the face. Big breath here. And big breath out. Release. Come back, center. Try this on the opposite side. Left hand down. Right hand reaches sky. And then slowly towards the left side or towards the opposite side. So if you haven't moved at all for the rest of for the day, this will feel really, really intense. So do this really gentle and slow. You want to make sure that you're honoring your body. If there's something that's painful, go and take a step back. Come back, center. Release. So let's try your twist. So heart is looking at the right knee. Left hand goes there. Right hand reaches back. So lengthen as you inhale. It's as if you want to press your head towards the sky. And then as you exhale, you're gonna open your heart to a twist on the right side. So you're gonna peel that back shoulder. You can gaze at your right shoulder, the shoulder at the back, or close your eyes if you want. And you don't want to take a lot of weight on your back hand because you want to make sure that you're pressing on the bum so that you can really find a twist on the middle back. Find a scooping sensation in the belly as you inhale. And then as you exhale, use that space that you made to go twist a little bit more. Soften the face, relax the shoulders. You want to go deep, just depending on how your body wants to go deep. Doesn't have to be what I'm looking like right now. The best way that you can is to really notice how your body reacts when twists or stretches like this are done. Let's go and release. Let's try this on the opposite side. Hands reach up high. And then slowly on your next breath, heart is going to look at the left knee. Right hand to the left knee. Left hand reaches back. You want to inhale, lengthen, and then on your exhale, deep twist. Now you're going to feel this yummy counter stretch again. Not much weight on the back hand. Really opening towards the middle back. Soften the face. Take some space between the shoulders and the ears. Pull the shoulders down. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Come back, sensei. Hands reach up high. This time, we're going to look at the right knee one more time, and then we're just going to bow down to your right knee. So take your hands down and then slowly bow down. So if your heart wants to press or go towards your right knee, so it doesn't have to be super deep. Left hand reaches farther than your right. Yeah, if you feel like your left bum or your bum is coming up because of pressing down, take it down. You don't have to go deep here. You just want to feel this awesome opening or releasing some pain, something painful in the low back. And of course, your side bodies. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back center. Let's try everything on the opposite side. Heart looking at the left knee to set. And then slowly bow down. Heart towards your left knee. Reach your hands forward or just bow down. Right hand reaches farther than your left. Opening the right side body. Close your eyes if you want. Drop the chin to your chest if you feel like you want some opening at the back of the neck as well. Towards the occiput. Staying here for 4, 3, last 2, last 1, and then release. Come back, sensei. Hands reach up high. Bend the elbows to the sides and land the hands towards your knees. And staying here for a few moments. The best part of doing yoga is the part wherein you release yourself from an asana, because in that part, um the body somehow releases everything that needs to be released, and you can really feel that when you go and take a pause every single time you pause after the asana. So make sure that you're relieving that way. Yeah, so I have 2 blocks here with me doing the next pose. We're gonna go and find yourself on um your supine. Gently take your block. I have 2 here with me. If you don't have any of these, feel free to find a pillow on you. All right, so I'm just gonna use one, like this one. I'm gonna put it on the lowest setting first. Yeah, so this block is gonna be placed on my middle back or towards my shoulder blades if that's too much. So let's go and lie down. Find your pillow or your bolster. The higher it is, or the bigger your bolster or pillow will be, the more intense this heart opening will be. Yeah, so find your perfect one. So if you feel like you need more, you can take your block onto the middle setting like this. You can go and take the lowest. I'm gonna go and take the lowest. So finding myself grounding on my elbows, finding it on my middle back, like so. Bend onto the knees to give yourself a nice support first. And then once you're ready, you're gonna take your shoulders, your head down. So you can see that the heart is higher than the head. And then just take your hands to the sides like this or up and overhead. So you can really feel this opening in your heart. This will feel really, really awesome if, again, you haven't moved in a while or just during the day, you've been hunching for so long. If you're on your desk the whole time and you haven't moved at all, this will feel really awesome. You can take your feet towards the top of your mat, let it relax, and just notice how this feels. Really, really awesome. Again, if you feel like you need a regression, use a smaller pillow or take your block to the lowest setting. If you feel like you can go for more, double them, take it higher, up to you. You just want to make sure that you're releasing a very gentle. Soften the face, relax the shoulders. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Take 4, 3, last 2, last one. You got this. And then slowly let's release. How do we release this? Open your eyes first, bend the knees one by one, step the feet one by one once more. Ground onto the head, lift the hips, and now your shoulders are down to the mat. Lift it up so that you can release the block, the pillow. Now we're gonna place it towards your hip, like this. To the lower back or to the hips, up to you. Yes, making sure that that you're taking everything with precaution. If it's too much, take a step back all the time. Now, with an option, extend both of your feet towards the top of your mat if you feel like you can do that. If not at all, bending the knees is good. Or taking your feet up and overhead towards your Viparita Kirani. This is also a nice pose. Point or flex the feet. But we want to make sure that we want to stay here just so you can release any tension at the front of the hip. Extending both of your feet towards the top of your mat, opening the front of the hips. Hands will reach up and overhead, feeling yourself a nice long stretch, and you feel is really on the lower back, dissipating any pain from sitting down or for standing for so long or for carrying something heavy throughout the day. So if any part of your day feels like it's too much and you just want to release something, just give yourself this pose. This will really feel awesome. Staying here for a few moments or stay here long. Yeah. Notice how the lower back releases tension. Notice how the front of the hip opens. If you feel like this is nothing, go ahead and take your pillow a little bit higher or your block towards the middle setting. And just again, release your feet towards the front, rolling the inner thighs into support. Nothing too much. If you're splaying the knees to the side, this will go a little bit weird or a little bit more intense. So just roll the inner thighs in, firm the inner thighs. Your kneecaps are engaged. Last 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Let's release. Bend the knees one by one, step the feet one by one, lift the hips, release the block, place them on the side, the pillow on the side, ground on all of your hips. That will feel super awesome if you haven't done or if you did that intensely. So again, reap the benefits of your posture, your poses, your yoga poses every after you release. Stay there for a few minutes, take the pause. In a world that conditions us to do everything fast, that we forget that the pause is also important. So pause, celebrate the rest. Let's go for some more. Bend the knees one by one to your Pawan Muktasana. Hands will go to the inner thighs or towards your shins, your knees. Yes, if this is not accessible, find a strap. Gently grab them, place them on your shin, hands onto each side or towards your inner thighs. We're not yanking it so that we can go too deep in the pose. We really want to stretch the lower back here and also your hips. So swing side to side if you want. Again, if this is not okay, extend both of your feet up and overhead. Yeah. Releasing any tension. You're gonna feel this massage on the side, on your love handles, your bum. You can take semicircles also if you want. And this will relieve any pain, any tension on your back, middle back, lower back as well. Allowing your head to relax, allowing your shoulders to just be glued or melt. Let it melt down to the mat. Last 2. And 1. Awesome. Come back center, plant the feet, lean in towards one side and do this in my right. And then slowly give yourself back to a seat towards your center. I hope that feels good. We're gonna do some more. We're gonna extend both of your feet towards the top of your mat for your seated forward fold. Open the thighs and the glutes out wide. Sit down on the bum. Now, we want to place a block or a pillow underneath your knees, yes, or on top of your thighs, or maybe both, up to you. So the higher your pillows are, the more comfortable this one will be. Yes. So if you don't want any at all, if you want to do like a really nice stretch, do away with no blocks or no props at all. Yeah. So this one allows us to find a nice bend on the knees as well so that we can support your hamstrings and your calves. If also you don't need that and you feel like you really need the stretch on your hams and your calves, we can go away without any. Let's go. Hands will reach up high, up and overhead. And then on your exhale, slowly fold down. We don't have to go down as if we want to reach our toes. You're just the way that you want to release tension. Find your hips reaching back as you tug your heart towards the front of the mat. Yes, hands will go to the shins, to the sides. Again, if you can touch your toes, that's awesome. If not, that's also awesome. If you can take your hands on the outer edges of your feet as if your pinky toes wants to touch your face. That's a different kind of an opening here. Inhale for 5. Release the tension on your upper body. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Come back center. Relax the feet. Shake, shake, shake the legs if that was too much. Take your hands onto the side. Plant the feet here. Maybe wider than your hips, as wide as your mat. Then just swing it side to side, windshield wipers. Softening every single part of your body in this rest that you're making, in the space that you're making is the best way to release any pain in your mind, in your heart, in your body. Come back center. Let's do some more. Slowly plant both of your feet together and then take your knees to the side here. This is your Baddha Konasana or your cobbler's pose. Again, open the thighs and the glutes out wide. This time we're touching the booty at the back as we take your heart forward. So grab your ankles or your toes if we can, or if that's not possible, towards your shins. Lengthen, open up the heart, maybe gaze up. And then as you exhale, you're going to fold down like so. So this one opens to any thighs. You're noticing how your glutes are somehow activated as well. You have an option to keep lengthening the spine. Find a straight here. Or if you reach your peak, maybe you can curve the back. Chin will press to the chest. And then your head can, maybe, if it can, will rest towards the toes. If not, that's fine. Go the deepest that you can, how your body wants to support you today. Releasing any tension in all of your back. Allow your upper body to feel heavy. Soften the face. Notice the stretch at the back of the neck. And sometimes when we go and do some stretches, we just do the usual neck rolls, shoulder rotations. But when we go and do something as mundane as this, as releasing the heavy head hanging, heart is still higher than the head, so it still is an inversion. It allows you to really melt away as your body naturally releases the tension. Stay here for 5. Come away with your breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back center. And then release. Take your hands on your knees, plug them back in. Give yourself one nice hug. Wrapping your arms and your legs. Lift the heart to the knees, lengthen the spine. Staying here for a few moments. Noticing how you feel. Reaping the benefits of every pose that you have done so far. Take 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Awesome. So slowly, let's go find ourselves in our next pose, which is your tabletop. So grounding down on your hands and your knees, starting off here with your tabletop. Shoulders will stack on your wrist. Open the fingers out wide. Hips will stack onto the knees. Option, tuck or untuck the toes, up to you. You want to make sure we're neutral on the spine here for a moment. We're going to take your cat and cow here. If you haven't done this before, I'll show it with you. If you have done this cat and cow before, feel free to close the eyes. See how that is so much different if your eyes are open. Whenever you're ready, let's go. On your inhale, you're going to take your tailbone up to the sky as your belly will drop down, heart will reach forward, shoulder blades will squeeze onto each other. You can gaze a little bit forward towards the top of your mat or go above beyond the horizon. And then on your exhale, we're going to do a cat. Tuck the tailbone, belly comes in, heart presses to the sky, shoulder blades will widen to the sides. You're going to press on all of your hands, chin will press towards the chest. Let's do that one more round. Inhale to your cow, tailbone up, belly down, heart reaches forward, and gaze above. A little bit higher this time. Squeeze the shoulder blades to each other. And then exhale, round the back. Tuck the tailbone. Core engage. Gently take your chin to your chest, gaze through the legs or find your belly button. One more. Inhale to your cow, tailbone up. Heart opens. Exaggerate the movement. Exhale, round the back to your cat. Super slow, super gentle. Visualize how the spine is waving, tailbone up, belly down, heart opens as you inhale. Exhale, take your cat. Notice if your heart can press the sky really, really deep. Come back center on your next breath. Swing the hips side to side, making sure nothing is painful. Yes. This side, we're gonna go and tuck our toes. And then slowly sit down, like so. This is your virasana. If this is too much for today, you can find a block towards the ankles. Give yourself a nice seat there as you open the ankles and the toes. Or you can find your pillow or your blanket, place it here on your inner thighs so that you can support yourself while you take a seat. So this will feel nothing for some. This will feel intense for some, especially if you're going to do this a long, long time. You can feel how the toes are really stretched, making sure that you're pressing not just on the first and the second big toe, but also towards the pinky toe. Yes. So if you feel like it's too much, take a step back, find your tabletop once more, and just go and find your best seat. Yeah. So as I say, it might feel really intense. I'm going to do this so that you can see this. There you go. Tucking the toes, sitting down, something like that. So this will feel really intense come to the 20th second. You can swing or splay the heels towards the side. I'm going to show you here just so you can see it better. Heels will sway to the side. So you can also stretch the pinky toes there. So feel anything like your third, your fourth, and your fifth toe. This is what we're going to open. Yes. To feel any tension here means you need to make sure that you're doing this super slow. Now, once you're ready, release. Very nice. If that was too much, take your hands forward, tuck the toes, untuck the toes, and then take a drum roll here. Release any tension that there was. Landing on our last pose, taking yourself on your child's pose. Hips to the heels, knees hip width distance, or wide if you want some heart opening. Reach your hands forwards. Drop down to the forehead. Again, you can find your pillows here in front of you if you want support. You can do this super, super intense like this one, grounded on the mat, or super supported with all of the blocks that you have. If you feel like you can dip down just a small thing like this, on your bolsters, give yourself a nice staff here. Just releasing any tension and somehow bowing down to the space, the sacred space that you have cultivated in your practice today. Finding some gratitude for yourself for showing up and taking some time of your busy day to just be here, committing to resting easy, finding ease and alignment, and showing up for yourself, prioritizing yourself, putting yourself on top of the list.
And maybe your intention for the rest of the week is this one, just allowing yourself to notice what are the things that you somehow don't address or somehow that you put on the side because you think you need to prioritize something else or someone else. Allow this pause or allow this rest to guide you into knowing what's really important in your life as you are the driver of it. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale out the mouth. Let it go. Once you're ready, open the eyes, come back, sensor, and then release. Awesome. Lean into one side, take a seat back to your Sukhasana or your easy sitting pose, landing into your Sukhasana. Yes, or the first pose that we have done earlier. So closing your practice today with an inhale and an exhale, grounding your hands on your knees. I call this the illuminated breath. I forgot. I think it's Viloma in Sanskrit. So we're going to take our inhales in 3 parts. Inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, and then exhale out the mouth. Big exhale through the mouth. Yeah, you want to find this breath work with your eyes closed. I'm just going to guide you through it. All right, take your hands on your knees, roll the shoulders to the ears as you inhale, and then take it down and back as you exhale. And again, close the eyes if you feel safe. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. Just notice how you're breathing while you're doing your own flow. Inhales and exhales your normal breath. Once you're ready, let's begin. Inhale 1/3, hold the breath, soften the shoulders. Inhale 2/3, and then hold the breath. Inhale all of your lungs, hold the breath, and then exhale out the mouth, let it go. Let's do that one more round. Inhale 1/3, inhale 2/3, inhale all of it. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. One last round, just like that. Inhale 1/3, hold the breath, soften the shoulders. Inhale 2/3, hold the breath. Exhale, whole of your lungs, hold the breath. And then exhale out the mouth, let it go. Take both of your hands towards your heart center, bow down as you're gazing into your own heart. Finding your intentions for today's practice, may it be your intentions throughout your journey this week. I honor your light, I honor your truth, I honor your love, I honor your peace, I honor your beauty, everything that is within you, because it's also within me. Namaste. Open your eyes, and we're done. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope that somehow allows you to see what kind of poses and postures that you can do whenever you feel like there's something painful in your body, knowing that you can find your breath and you are worthy enough to take your space so that you can take a pause in a world that allows us to or conditions us to just hustle so much and be fast and everything and multitask, that you can take a pause and you can rest and you can just take care of yourself and release the pain naturally the best that you can. If you have anything that you want to say with regards to what we have done today, any questions about the postures, anything about what you have done, something painful or something of a relief, feel free to comment down below. We'll try to reply to them the best way that we can. Again, my name is Rain. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.